Hi, this is Michael Raparez for Games Radar, and we're here today at the Borderlands 2 event in San Francisco. With me is Matt Charles, producer on the game. So I wonder if you can start by telling us a little bit about what's new with the game that we're seeing today.
Sure. Well, I'll keep it simple. Everything. What you're seeing is new enemies, new guns, new story. Let's talk with the story. So Borderlands 2 takes place 5 years after the events of Borderlands 1. Where a man named Handsome Jack, who runs the Hyperion Corporation, has discovered, because of the events of Borderlands 1, that the planet Pandora is very, very valuable and contains valuable alien artifacts within it, such as the Vault. The new player characters run afoul of Handsome Jack very early on in the introduction to Borderlands 2, and that's your mission. Stop Handsome Jack.
So there seems to be a lot more diversity in the creatures that we fought than there was in the first game. I wonder if you can talk a little bit about that, kind of what some of the ideas that shaped the game this time around were in terms of the monsters that you fight.
Okay. Well, starting off, we knew we were going to want to visit brand new environments. We wanted visual variety in Borderlands 2, and that helped influence and inspire a lot of the creatures that we ended up making, because then once we knew what environments we wanted to hit, we said, well, what would feel right in terms of creatures or enemies to live in these places. So you've seen the Threshers, the sort of sandworm-esque enemies that do lots of cool things. You've seen the Stalkers, which have a natural cloaking ability to change up combat, and as well you've seen the Hyperion army, consisting of the loaders, the engineers, and the surveyors as well. In addition, you may have seen Skags as well. I'll talk about Skags for a little bit. Yes, they're a returning enemy from Borderlands 1. We all love the Skags. But they act very different, or they can act very differently in Borderlands 2. So, for example, if you have a badass fire Skag, well, if there's some regular pup Skags around, the badass can call the pup Skags to him and then buff them and turn them into fire Skags. That can be a huge problem if you have just a fire weapon or something that they're resistant to.
How much more diversity is there in the weapons as well? Because I noticed that there were a lot of different damage effects and things. And I know that you guys have always said like billions and billions, but I wonder if you can comment a little more on that.
I think the rough number for the first game was somewhere around 18 million unique guns. We're in the same ballpark. We're in the same order of magnitude this time at around 18. It's too early for a final number, of course.
How are the characters different this time?
So I think I already talked about Maya a little bit. She's a siren, one of very few in the Borderlands universe. It's fortunate that you get to play as her. Fancy that, right? Zero, our assassin, has the ability to basically place a decoy and then go sneak around invisibly. The soldier brings a brand new turret to the game, which is very exciting, but I can't talk too much about that. And by now you've seen the Gunzerker, whose special ability is dual wielding. He's an evolution, by the way, of Brick, the Berserker from the first game. Whereas Brick just ran in with his fists, the Gunzerker says, I think I'll use some guns instead. So you can dual wield any combination you'd like, even rocket launchers.
So Borderlands 2, look for it. When is it coming out?
September 18th.
September 18th, beautiful. And it's on
PS3, PC, and Xbox 360.
All right. Look for more coverage on Games Radar soon.